Hey everyone, welcome to PTE's in a channel. So this is my fifth video. So in this video, I'd be covering topics like the ideal mask position, headsets, speaker volume, and microphone position. Okay, so all in one. I see many videos in YouTube which talks about these things separately, but this is personally my experience, right? So I'm not copied from anyone else. This is personally my experience, and as you could see that I got 90 in my real exam. So this is exactly that I followed, and it's going to be a proven technique for you guys as well. So I just wanted to share it as a knowledge sharing session. Okay, so first we'll be looking into the mask, ideal mask position, right? So, as you know, considering this pandemic, mask has become mandatory for any PTE test takers. So, it is essential that you actually have to wear the mask in your exam. So, during my exam, I also saw a few test takers along with me who were wearing a very, very tight mask. But I personally tried this one, like an official surgical mask. And before the exam, what I actually had to do was, you see the threads on the right side and the left side, right? I actually loosen them up so that I can speak freely, right? So if my mask is gonna stick to my mouth so tight that I would not be able to open my mouth and speak clearly, so that my voice is recorded clearly, right? So I would not be able to do that if my mask is too tight, or if I'm not able to open my mouth properly. So this is the thing which I did, right? The strings at the end, I just loosened it up. When I say loosened, it's again elastic, right? So all you have to do is just stretch a bit so that it becomes a bit loose, and then you actually wear it. So this way, it is a protection for you, considering that you are wearing a mask, and at the same time, your speaking is not going to get affected because you are able to open your mouth freely and talk, right? So that way, the computer is able to convert your speech into text behind the scenes. So this is one technique that I actually followed. It actually worked out. And the most important thing is, don't go and try this for the very first time in your real exam. So you have to practice with mask on before your real exam itself. So try this at least 2 to 3 mock tests so that you know whether it is comfortable or not, or you wanted to try your own technique. It's completely fine. But this is the technique which I followed, and it was really helpful. I did it in my mock as well, and I did the same in my real exam as well. Right? So it's a win-win situation. You get protection as well as you're able to talk freely, right? And ensure between your mouth and the mask there is some little bit space, so that you can talk freely, and you don't heavily breathe out, so that it gets blown away in your mic. So ensure that there is some minimal space between your mouth and the mask, so that you can talk freely as well as you can breathe freely, as well as um, you have some space, right, between your mouth and your mask a bit. It shouldn't be too tight. So okay. And obviously, once you come out of the test center, you can always wear a double layer or triple layer mask. It's up to you. But inside the test center, as you know, you're anyways going to follow social distancing norms, right? So the test taker would be sitting at least 5 meters from you. So there is some safety, but at the same time, you should wear a mask. So that's why I'm suggesting you this technique. Okay. Next is headsets. So PSN actually gives you this kind of an headset in your relay exam, and this is how the spacing would look like in your actual exam too. Maybe it depends on test center, but this is how it looked like for me as well. So you'll be given this kind of an headset. So ensure you wear it during your speaking. So some people think that you can actually, once you're done with your speaking, you can actually keep it down, right? But I actually tried it, but then I noticed that during my writing, I was actually getting disturbance from other test takers who were yet to complete speaking session. So that was really distracting for me. So what I actually did was, I actually started wearing my headset back again for writing, so that the disturbance gets reduced a bit and I can focus on my writing, be it SWT or essay. Okay, so ensure that you wear your headsets at least for the writing, and do remember to wear it back again for listening. Okay, sometimes people tend to forget to wear it after the reading section. They forget to wear it back, so don't never do that. Be always proactive in these kind of things. Okay, so whenever you'll be given these headsets, it's a noise cancelling headset. So this is completely different from what you use at home, right? This is much more powerful. Your voice would be recorded crystal clear, and your background noise will be cancelled. So whatever you speak will be recorded very, very, very clearly. So this is one reason why students actually get a higher score in the real exam compared to their mock, because at home you might be using a poor quality headset, but in the actual Pearson test you will be given this kind of an headset. So you need not worry about the quality of the headset. But one thing which you have to do before you start the test is test your microphones, speak, record it, play back it again. See if you're able to hear your voice clearly. If you're not able to hear your voice clearly, you have to inform the proctor, and also adjust the volume. So that I'll be covering in my next slide. This is the volume setting that I was talking about. So the most important thing that you have to do is, for listening, even before you start your listening, in the very first page during your instructions, you will be asked to test your microphones and volume speaker levels. So ensure that you speak multiple times and you're able to listen it clearly. It's not too loud or too soft. Adjust the volume as per your needs so that you can hear clearly. And even the microphone position also, I'll be explaining in the subsequent slide on how to keep your mic position stable, right, during your exam. So ideally, this is how you wear your headset. So the first thing that you should not do is, when there is a mic, right, you shouldn't place it right before your mouth. Okay, many people have the habit of doing it, because whenever you speak, it's gonna just blow it out. Okay, it's gonna make the noise cancellation even more difficult. So keep your mic position bit away from your mouth. When I say away from your mouth, it should not be right in front of your mouth, right? That way you blow into the mic. It should be on the left side, further away, parallel to your mouth, or a bit above, parallel to your nose. Okay, so in my real exam I would have tried 3 to 4 different positions even before I started my test, right? During my instructions page, I spoke the instructions section again and again. I tried different mic positions and found out which one is much clear, right? Sometimes I felt that my voice is too low, so I actually tried a different position. So when I say different positions, you don't turn all over. You just have to try positions like parallel to your nose, parallel to your mouth, or below your mouth, right? Probably parallel to your chin. These three positions, you try it and see which one is more efficient for you. Okay, many people have different techniques and it works differently, but I don't think so it plays a major role. But one thing which you shouldn't do is keep your mic right before your mouth, right? Okay, apart from that I think it's okay. But if you're a person who speaks a bit on the louder side, and I said not loud, not like shouting, but a bit on the louder side, you're completely fine if you keep it in parallel position, either in three, right? Parallel to your mouth, parallel to your nose, or parallel to your chin, it's okay. Okay, so these are the things which I wanted to cover. So ensure your mic position is correct. Ensure for listening your volume you have tested it correctly. It's very important. And then ensure you wear your headsets during your speaking section as well as your listening section. And in case if you face distraction, wear it for your writing section as well. And mask, try this mask out. Try during your mock test as well. Use the threads, loosen it up, ensure that you are able to open your mouth and talk freely, and then go ahead. So many people ask, is mask mandatory during speaking? Does it affect your speaking score? Definitely not. It all depends on how you efficiently use your mask, right? As I said, if you want to wear a very, very tight mask and if you expect a score where you're not able to even speak fluently or in a flow, then obviously it's going to affect your speaking score. And you cannot pull your mask down during your speaking because it is a proctor test, right? People are going to watch you whether you're wearing mask all the time. So never even try to lower your mask during your exam. It's going to haunt you. So always wear your mask and just ensure that you're able to talk freely. All the best, guys. Hope it helps. Do subscribe and like my channel if you wanted to continue watching more videos. Thank you.